that I've been on live, and I hope everybody's doing well. I don't even remember the last time I was live. It's been a couple of weeks, I would say. Like I said, I hope you're all doing well. Me, I'm just plugging along and doing the best I can with things like everyone else. I never realized how hard the devil would come at me doing this job for the Lord. It's been a crazy ride, and I don't think people realize how much he does attack, and there's definitely been some changes to the channel, and in some positive ways, but I definitely haven't been around as much as far as doing videos, and I'm doing my own thing here. I've had a little help here, and the changes have seemed to worked a little bit. And that's what God will do. He'll change things, and he'll move things, and that's what seems to be happening here. And I haven't been able to do lives. I don't even know if I'm buffering now or not because of my internet. I hope I'm not buffering. I hope everything is working okay, but I'll see when somebody comes in. Then maybe they'll tell me that I'm buffering or not. Like I said, the last few times I tried to do this, it seems like I was buffering, the people were saying, so like I said, it's been quite some time since I've even been on, so things have taken a turn for the worse, and we'll just keep continuing to plug away and do my best, and like we all do our best, trying our best to get through this crazy life. Yeah, I miss you too. It's just a lot of I haven't been around for a lot of reasons. Like I said, I've had some help with the channel, some where it's given me a break basically, but still, continue to have the channel going, and it seems like it's working pretty good. So they're gonna keep doing it, and I'm gonna try to do my best to just try to do my best to do my best. That's the best way to describe it. And it's been very frustrating for me. Like I said, I didn't realize how tough a road it would be to work for the Lord, and but He'll make you go through it. I know that. Yeah, it's I don't have like I said, sister, with my internet being down, and I'm physically beyond tired, and I don't want people to why is this guy following me right behind me? Yeah, buddy, go do yourself a favor, get yourself a ticket and go. You're gonna get a ticket. You too. There's another one. But physically, I've been extremely exhausted. I can and I hope things improve in the near future. I've been trying like heck to get something going, and it's had setback after setback, but we're gonna keep trying. I was actually I was in the hospital yesterday, and yeah, there's a lot going on. It's just like physically I'm not too well, and and but I'm doing my best. I really am, and I definitely miss everybody. And like I said, my frustration has been growing, and it's a tough road. Let me tell you. I know the devil has not let up one bit, and I've shared that with everybody, and I don't know whether people believe me or not. Some people I heard think I'm lying about a lot of things, and that's their choice, that's their opinion. But I know, sister, I wouldn't come on here and lie and tell everybody something that's not true, and that hurt me. And as brothers and sisters, we have to stick together. And I've tried to show people, like I said, that somebody like me, the devil's gonna really try to destroy. And I'm feeling the effects of it. And thank you, sister. I'm gonna pull over just for a minute. You know, so I was hurt by that, but you know, people can feel what they want to feel, and you know, some people said some hurtful things, and again, that's their right to feel what they want to feel, but it's a tough road. And like I said, the devil will try to do anything to destroy you. And like I said, people don't have to believe what I'm going through, and that's their choice. I'm not here to I'm here for one reason, and God brought me here, and he said, you know, I know I'm not Job, but I could understand a lot of, you know, what he must have felt and what he must have gone through. Again, I'm not to that point. Hey, Michael, how are you? Josh, how are you? Thank you for coming in. How are you, Michael? Josh, how you doing? Well, like I said, I did need some medical attention yesterday. I was in the hospital last night. And it's been a rough go. I just came on for a little while to you know, see how everybody's doing. You know, the channel is doing well. And I'm all right for now, Josh. You know, I've noticed, like I said, here and there when I can. Well, I've been struggling in the same area, sister, where I know people don't believe me, but it's just been the same struggle where I'm at the point of exhaustion physically, because I'm not getting the necessity things that I need. You know, I kind of set myself back trying to do for the channel, and I did it. It's already passed, and but I was at such exhaustion yesterday, and such you know, they actually gave me like an IV to actually give me some nutrition, and it definitely helped. It definitely made me feel a little bit better after that. And I don't sleep, and you know, it makes work even harder. And that's why, like I said, I've been gone for the most part, and people have help me with the channel. And from what I see, like I said, they've been doing pretty good. Yeah, I'm not well, sister, and it's not, like I said, I'm not trying to fool anybody here or deceive anybody. I've been the most upfront person on this platform, and I, I, I see it firsthand what the devil will do when you're doing this work. And you know, thank God he's got me through a lot of it. And yeah, it's a tough, very tough road for some of us. And like I said, you could know the true teachers when they're actually going through a trial. It's those fake teachers that seem to have everything going for them. And I've always said, if they're not going through something, then something is wrong. And yesterday it got to the point where I was gonna go in the morning, but I had to try to work, and at night I couldn't keep my eyes open, and I couldn't function. So that's where I was most of the night. But it did help me, and trying to get there. No, and now let me tell you something. He hasn't let up on me, and it's just the way it is. And like I said, I know I'm not Job, and you know, I'm Rob. I'm not Job, but like I said, I could feel somewhat of what he must have felt. You almost feel abandoned. You almost feel like, okay, what's going on here? I'm trying to just manage and be okay, and one thing after another keeps happening, and I don't have the answer for that. I know God will allow it. I know He's in control no matter what, and you know, you pray for the light at the end of the tunnel, so to speak. But like I said, the channel is doing pretty well, and I'm glad for it. And the people that are helping me in the meantime, they're friends of mine, and they're believers, and they felt, you know, to help me in the meantime while I'm really not well enough to do a lot of things. It seems like the channel is doing pretty well, and like I said, I haven't been able to do videos, one, because I'm, you know, tired all the time, and two, I don't have my internet. I'm hoping by the end of the month I could get that back on, and maybe do some longer videos. Yeah, well, the shorts seem to be really doing good, Josh, and I don't want them to. I told them, do not compromise the word, do not make it flashy, but some of the things I've seen are pretty good, and it's a good thing. I was able to do one my own yesterday, and I'm glad that it's instead of me taking a break for a couple of weeks, that it kept going, and it's moving pretty well, and then God bless for that. But it's been a struggle, and like right now it's hard to breathe right now, and you know, I don't have all the answers, I've always said. No, I answered. I sent you the email the other day, Kate, because I thought I was speaking with Grace, and she said that you might have emailed me, and I said I didn't get any emails from Kate, and I would, you know, answer everybody. Yeah, they were, you know, cool, Josh. So if when I do get better, you know, if I could, you know, it seems like even my video did good yesterday that I was able to do. the short videos. So maybe they touched on something as far as, and when I'm able to do long videos, I'll do them again. But this is not a joke, guys, and I'm still standing and I'm still here. I've always said that until God says otherwise. Yeah, it's been a good mix, and I've noticed it's been a lot of short videos. No, I don't have a wife, Danielle. I haven't been physically well the past few weeks, and yeah, it's okay, sister. Yeah, they do, Josh. No, my people have just been helping me with the channel because, like I said, I haven't been well physically, and they've done a good job, and they're gonna keep helping me even when I do get better. So that's the story, and I didn't want to come on when I had the time, and the strength taking on here. Yep, I appreciate it, Daniel. Yeah, we all get sidetracked in life. Can be crazy. Yeah, that's a battle every day, Danielle. That's never gonna go away. And hey, Marielle. Like I said, it's a battle every day, and it's not gonna go away. And the devil will attack, and he'll do whatever he can to take you out, and he's done a number on me, that's for sure. I don't think even a lot of believers understand the spiritual battle, actually, how rough it could be. Like I said, my health hasn't been well, and keep praying and keep going forward until you either run out of gas or the Lord brings you back and restores. I know, sister, it's just been a long time, and just when you think things will stop or it's got to settle down, it doesn't. And like I said, I guess I kind of know what Job felt like. Again, I'm not Job, but I kind of feel like I'm going through something like that, where it's one thing after another. So, like I said, I haven't been around because, physically I haven't been well, and like Sister Kate says, it'll pass. When will it pass? I don't know. I wish I did know. That would make me feel better. If I had a certain time, I'd be like, okay, I'll make it to that. Like I said, sometimes people don't believe a lot of things that happen. They're like, oh, how could this keep happening? How was, I like how people say, he's got a good job. How is he not eating? I wish people would understand what is transpiring. And I don't have to explain anymore, but it is rough. It is rough. And like I said, as far as the channel goes, I did what I had to do. For whatever the reason they want me to do it a certain way, they want me to produce. I don't expect people to understand. I was talking to somebody else that other channels were taken out. A couple of channels that had 700,000 people that were good channels were demonetized and deleted. So even with fulfilling their quota, I could still be taken out. So I did what I felt I had to do, and I did it. Kind of backfired on me as far as, certain things, but I did what I had to do. And, the channel's going to keep going until the Lord says no more. Whenever that is or isn't, I don't know. But, to not sleep and to not eat, it becomes an exhaustion thing. Thank God once in a while I have something here and there, and it's depressing sometimes, life, and from where you came from to what you are now. And I don't know, God has his purpose and God has his reasons, but we don't always know them. I always said, if you think you know everything about God, well, it's exhaustion, sister. It's malnutrition. So they gave me an IV, which definitely made me feel better. And that's it. It's been literally like a month where it's basically, I don't even have the weekend food that I used to have, because I owe money to people. And I'm not going to get into it. And like I said, I don't know, people say, oh, what's this guy talking about? Well, like I said, there's also the street thing of this world too, where I had to go to. Should I have done it? Probably not, but I did it for the channel. And I don't expect people to understand, but the doctor said you're exhausted, that I'm exhausted. Like I said, I definitely got sick. It was a bad sickness. It was a bad stomach flu. And it's been rough. But I don't think people know the true spiritual attacks when the devil can put his whole army against you. I understand we have all attacks. All of us as believers have attacks. But I've always said the true teachers that are out on the front line are going to get hammered. It's his job to take me out. Whether God allows it or not, I don't know. God can allow it to go for another 5 years. I hope not, because I don't know. Physically, I won't make 5 years. But I don't know. But what I have learned is when you're doing this, the devil will send his whole army to take you out. And it's literally been coming from every angle in my life. So it's not a coincidence. It's not a lie. It's not some setup. Some people might feel that way. That's their opinion. But I know that the devil is coming at me from every angle. He's got all the tanks out, all the airplanes, all the submarines, everything in the army. It's all pointed towards me. And it's pointed towards believers. But the teachers, I'm telling you, are getting hit a lot harder. So I did what I had to do. If I didn't do what I had to do, I would have been a little bit okay. That's right, sister. But at times, though, the devil is relentless. And like I said, when you see stories of Job and, with King David and this and that, and it's part of the walk. God did know Job was going to get through it. I know I'm doing something right because of these attacks. I know I'm doing something right at least. And I might not be for everybody. I might be too tough for some people. I might be too this, too that for some people. But I know I'm doing something right. Because it's really been brutal, the attacks the last 2.5 to 3 years now. And every time I have a ray of sunshine, it kind of gets doused, so to speak. Yeah. But sometimes, sister, it's not that he wins, but sometimes he just doesn't let up, and it's what he has to do. It's what he has to do, and it's what God allows him to do. So, like you said, sister, one day it'll pass. Uh, but I can tell you, it's been brutal. And then then you get the mind battle. Then after, when the physical things happen, and then you have the mind battle. And to be honest, I don't know how I'm standing. And yesterday I was really standing, but I got through it. And then you start thinking about the past, where, man, I was so good a couple of years ago. I was rolling, and I don't know if this is God's plan. It could be. Yeah, that's what it is, sister. And I do, and I don't say this to hurt anybody or to. I think some believers, sister, don't realize that. Marielle said it. She understood when she defended me that day. I don't think some believers. I think people have so much pride sometimes. They're like, well, he's no better than me. Well, why should I do this for this one? I don't think people realize that, though. Believers will get attacked. You're going to get attacked. I'm just telling you, since I started teaching more and more, it's been brutal. It was bad before, but it's brutal now. Well, when God said, okay, you want to be a teacher, you sure? I felt him say it like that too. You sure you ready for this? I mean, not that I chose you to do it, but was you ready to do this? You ready to do this? And I was like, yeah, let's go, Father. Let's go. I got this. And okay, let's see how much you got. That's how God works. It almost sounds like he's playing a game with your life, and he's not. But that's God can do what he wants. He can say, okay, what do you got? What do you got? I'm gonna answer this call, guys. All right. What I could do is come back on a little later, guys, and we'll finish this conversation. I do have to answer this call. But look for me later on, guys. I'll try to get on. And again, thank you for coming in. Thank you for the support. And God bless you all. Sister, thank you. Look for me later, guys. I'll try to come on. If not, like I said, I've been exhausted, so I'll try. All right, guys? I love you all.